Hello, Days for Lives fans. It is finally Friday, July the 11th. Please like, subscribe, and share. Well, Johnny and Chanel are trying to just reassure each other that, his dad is going to get him off. Johnny keeps saying how much faith he has in his dad. And then they get a phone call that from Paulina that they need to come to the station. They think it's about Johnny, but it's not. So Paulina's feeling a kind of different way about bringing in her daughter for questioning, unlike Johnny that they just threw into the bus. And she's like, wait, suck it, Paulina. But this looks to me like, I guess, EJ or Rita somehow manipulated that video, or maybe she was on the video saying most of it and they were able to manipulate it. I don't believe that Chanel said that. Anyway, she goes in and she says, I'm not worried, Mama. I have nothing to hide. And then, Jada's telling her, I watched the video. These are the words you said. She said, I don't remember ever saying those words. And she's like, well, you did, and now we're at an impasse. So she doesn't arrest her, but she tells her she needs to get a lawyer ASAP. Meanwhile, Johnny's out there telling Paulina, look, I'll just say that I did it. I should probably go to prison anyway just because I had thoughts of shooting my own father. What kind of person does that? But Chanel comes out and she's telling him she's being questioned. She's now up on the suspect list because of this video that surfaced. And Johnny's like, I demand to see the video now. And Jada's like, can't do that. One thing, Belle's got it. So Maggie's daughter Melissa cancels out on their tour. They're going on a cruise or something. I forget where they said they were going. Maybe Bermuda. And Maggie's like, why don't you and Victoria come in her place? She canceled. So she's like, well, I got to go clear it through Xander, but it shouldn't be a problem. Meanwhile, Xander and Phillip, I hate Xander anymore. There's nothing, you can't even find anything likable about him. He's vindictive. He's filled with hate and bitterness. And he hates working with Phillip. And Phillip's like, well, I know it bothered you how, my father loved me and never gave you the time of day, just treated you like a common slave or something. I was getting under his skin. So Sara goes to talk to Xander and he loses it. He's like, I see what you're trying to do, Sara. It's a conspiracy. You're trying to steal my daughter. You're trying to take my daughter out of the country. No, you will not. I will not have it. And she goes and talks to Phillip and says, look, you got to help me take Xander down. You need to admit that he beat the living daylights out of you. And she's like, what if I get everybody, like Stephanie and Alex and her mom, to say that Xander was lying about the forgery and they can all testify on his behalf and he won't go to jail. Plus then he'll be CEO of Titan and Demera, but he turned her down because he's stupid. So Belle's showing EJ the video, and there it is. And this did happen. Chanel did go over and give him a what's for, but I don't think she said the things that it sounds like she says in this video. So anyway, EJ's like, oh, I'm shocked. Of course you are. Tall, dark, and handsome. And British, I think. Anyway, so Xander comes in and he's telling Maggie, where's my daughter? Where's Victoria? I'm taking her with me. I know y'all's little plan to steal my daughter. She's like, nobody is planning to steal your daughter. Why would we ask for permission to take her out of town if we were going to steal her? And he took her. He packed her up and he took her. Really wasn't anything Maggie could do about it. They're still legally married and he is her father. And she comes in and says, where's my daughter? Where's my daughter? And Maggie's like, Xander took her. And Sara is devastated. You can imagine. Her worst fears just came true, even though she knows that he would never hurt her. Still, he took our baby. That's a wrap for Friday. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching.